Theme song.
Bip, bip, ting.
Nexomon, gotta acquire several of them. Put them in a cube. Like, that dog thing there just... Is this a Pokemon? What is this? What am I watching here?
So, Nexomon is quite interesting. It started out as a Pokemon-like game on mobile devices.
Right.
And over time, they've gathered quite a following, and now they've made like a...
Wow, there's Pokemon-like, and then there's Pokemon-like. You know, because like Temjin or whatever that one, Temmie Tum-Tum's tugboat. Temtem, that's it. That was Pokemon-like. You know, that took the basic concept. This, I mean, I honestly thought this was a fucking actual Pokemon game, because isn't that fucking dog covered in streamers an actual thing? Like a lot of this stuff, because like the Temtems at least is like, you know, because it's hard to have something that's about tiny little monster things and not have it, especially like given how long fucking Pokemon's been around, not have some shit kind of look like it. Like that's just gonna fucking happen. But like, there's a difference between something sort of resembling the thing that's already very well known and exists, and something that looks like it's very deliberately aping the thing that's already well known and exists. Like that's just red. You know? There's Pidgeotto and fucking...
That's not even close, bro. But yeah, you're 100% right. Like when you have a monster catching game and you get into the hundreds, it's really hard not to have similarities and crossovers and
because
things like that.
there's only so much shit.
Exactly.
You know? Like, I mean, because even fucking, I mean, Pokemon's well into the fucking re-dredging their own fucking well.
I mean,
you know?
this, from the start, is a different fucking vibe. It straight away is like, these things want to kill humanity. It wanted to fuck us over.
Okay.
And there was a war that was fought.
Against the Pokemon?
Against the big ones.
All right.
So the big ones...
Yeah, because it's like that thing about how we can't own the biggest cats very safely.
Yeah.
Like, people do, but it's like, you know, they're not jobs.
Yeah.
Nobody owns a tiger just like, oh yeah, I've got a tiger. People who own tigers are then, you know, it's like cannibalism. You know, once you start down that, that's who you are.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, not with me. But like, once someone owns a tiger, you know, they're a tiger-owning
Not
person
with
and
me,
their
he says
entire
stuffing
life.
his fridge with human flesh.
Well, that's, you know, because I said this to Mum the other night when she was like, you know, musing on me living to see the collapse of society. And I was like, that, you know, it doesn't scare or bother me because I'm just okay with cannibalism. Like, you know, because like people, like vegetarians will say stuff like, oh, would you eat your cat? It's like, no, I'm not going to eat my cat because I know my cat. But I'd eat a strange person before I ate my cat. You know, I have an emotional relationship with my, like, fucking little shit, you know? If they, you know, hell, there are people who live up the street from me I don't know from shit. And if they're even slightly a dick, you know?
What's that chef's name? Robert.
Oh, the fucking weird Polish one?
Yeah. I want that to be my name.
Yeah, well, I gotta look it up, because it's like, you know, it's in Polish, which doesn't fucking go to English very easily. Polish chef. Not Pokish. Fuck it, it'll figure it out. Pokish chef Robert. There we go. Robert, okay. I think TV ah, there it is. Oh yeah, because it's almost like fucking Malkovich. Robert Maklowicz.
Damn it!
Shit! It's Maklowicz. I don't know how to
What was it?
pronounce
C what?
that. Maklowicz.
Excellent. Robert. That's fun.
Well, you know, the important part is to get the Maklowicz in.
Yes.
Alright, so this is like super serious Pokemon. Like, cause yeah, you know, it's like, what does this thing do? Oh, it's an 8-foot tall monster that shoots fire. And, you know, I'm 12 and I tell it what to do. It's like, how the fuck does that happen? You know? I mean, like, if you got me to, if you were like, hey, Gabe, you see that gorilla over there? It's like, yeah. It's like, go near it and get it to do something. Like, no. Like, I'm okay over here, thanks.
That's Robert.
No, I wouldn't want to do that with, like, a fucking chimp in there, you know? They're relatively small.
Monkeys scare me. I have fingers.
Well, the problem with monkeys is they're so close to us that we can recognize things like just spite and malice in them, which is you know, it's upsetting when you see that in animals. Because the animals are just honest. You know, they just do things. You know, I'm going to go over here and sit on you. Why? It just looks comfortable. You know, I want to be close to you, and on you is as close to you as I can get. You know, all of that's, it's just so fucking simple. Whereas like humans, there's like fucking all these layers to it. So you just, and there's so many layers, you just can't be sure. You know, you're just chasing yourself around the chessboard. If
Like
you try
this
to figure
game
it out.
starts off on a notch. It's just like, you betrayed
Yeah,
us.
like that's just, you know, fucking Yowie Godzilla that you're dealing with there. You know, like that thing, you don't get to throw a ball at that and then like tell it to punch a fucking rat.
Like, they're telling you like straight away, you have to be eliminated. You have to be killed. It's just like, what did I do?
Yeah.
Fuck off. No.
Yeah.
Now, I wanted to showcase this game for a few reasons. I've played it a little bit. I streamed it a little bit.
So it's a mobile game that's not mobile anymore.
Correct.
Cut its legs off.
It's got...
Did they change it? Like, is this like based on a mobile game or is it the mobile game ported?
No, it's its own game.
Right. Okay.
So it originally started as a game on tablets and mobiles, but it was a full price game.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't some fucking parasitic.
It wasn't a gacha as far as I know, no. The art's really good.
Gotta catch 'em all.
The writing is fucking top notch, and the game's hard. Game's quite fucking hard, and I dig it. It's really cool. So I wanted to showcase some of that. It's also like shocking because like Pokemon's been 3D movement for so long, but like what directions?
Classic.
Stealing your shit.
Didn't find an apple. Stole that girl's apple. It's like, you've got a can of Pepsi next to you. If I walked over and just grabbed it and just like, oh, Gabe found a Pepsi. Like, no. You know, there's like so many video games that you just pick up shit that's in a shop. You know, and like some games, there's like the stuff that you can buy and you're not allowed to touch that stuff. And that's fine. But there's still like, there's just like 2 coins sitting somewhere or a chest and you're allowed to open it up and have what's in it. And you know, you go to any shop and try that. And it's like, it might have like Big W written on it, but you're still not allowed to just go rifling through shit. You know, once you're through that fucking threshold, you know, once you have entered Big W's domain, I fear the plane of existence that the actual Big W lives on. I kind of imagine it as being a little bit like Control, but instead of like a black pyramid plunging down into our perception, it's like just the fucking giant W. So it's like just basically 2 pyramids just nudging
Big
down
W
there.
is ruled by
like,
Mephisto.
Yeah. You know, it talks basically the same. I mean, at the moment it's in a war with Target, and I think it's beating Target. Target's like the former, it's just depressing. I kept every fucking time I keep like, you know, I'll look around for like the comfy pants I like, and I think they're seasonal. Like they won't be coming back until summertime, which is bullshit because I wear them year round. Like, you know, I tried Target, and I keep doing that even though I know I'm just going to get the same fucking bleak-ass goddamn situation myself. I swear it's only a matter of time until that company is just like a bunch of crap on the floor you're allowed to pick up and walk off with.
It's the best thing ever. Its fucking expressions, the shit it says.
Look at his little face.
Is amazing.
I'm going to pick him up and rub him. I don't care if you're sapient. If you're a cat, I get to pick you up and rub you.
Friends is a loose word.
Like
everyone in this game at the start is really fucking mean to you.
Well, did you just summon a fucking... That's later.
That was like a future vision.
Okay, right, okay.
Amelie? How do you say that name?
I wasn't looking. I was too busy looking at, just assuming he was probably an owl furry or something. Amelie. I think it's French. No, there was that movie with the woman that looked at people.
Spoon?
Yeah.
She'd look at people with spoons? I've never seen it.
Well, I mean, like, you know...
There's a spoon on the cover.
She'd peek at him. Like...
She'd peek at their soul?
It was unbelievably quirkily French.
Seems like most of French cinema.
It was, yeah, it's a lot of the stuff that leaks out, yeah. Like, you know, it was a movie that women with no personality really attached themselves to back at the time.
It's that thing of Family Guy, Diana starring their small film and flipping the pancake, the clown. That's what I think of French film.
That's more French New Wave. Although, I mean, probably a bit more non-narrative. It's like French New Wave was like where you get a lot of the fucking stereotypes for this shit from, and it was just sort of like, you know, for its period, you know, like American films were like fun. You know, there were musicals and there was color and like ladies dancing sequence and shit. And then you get like French movies, which is like, oh yeah, this dad is like fucking basically burning himself out and running into the ground, and you know, practically, you know, his psyche is dying in front of his like young child, and that's like, it's in black and white, and that's the run of the fucking film. Like, they were depressing. You know, and that's like, if a movie makes you sad, it's immediately an art house film. Look at his little face. It's like, because there are like women that are that tall and they do hate just being picked up. Fuck, it's hard not to. Like, there are those girls that are like on the fucking edge of midget but aren't midgets. The event horizon of midget. Like 4'10".
I have a like issue of an orphanage weaponizing kids.
Yeah, that, you know, this is why we have royal commissions. I feel like that was a waste of the stolen generation for, you know, Aborigines, really. Like, if I existed in that time, I'd be like, you know, yeah, I'd have stolen a bunch of Aborigines. I mean, everyone was doing it. But, like, you'd at least, like, you know, I'm not going to fucking just dress them up in a goddamn maid outfit and make them, like, cut my fucking firewood. I'd have an incredibly highly trained, highly educated cult of Aboriginals who, you know...
Aboriginals?
Yeah. Like, you know, and they know the land, so they're able to blend in a lot better than, like, I can. And, you know, they'd have insinuated themselves, you know, slowly into the world and, like, not in positions of power because of racism, but you can get them near people who are powerful. And then when you snap your fingers, they execute their assassin protocols. You can just, yeah, you can have a nice quiet coup that way.
I'm sure they'll be fine.
Yeah, like, look at that guy. I mean, it may as well be. Like, yeah, you just, like, fucking...
Oh, it's a dragon.
Like, that's the thing. That shit... You know, there's that whole thing about, you know, the world ain't big enough for the two of us. And yeah, like, you're not allowed to have things like that running around. You know, this isn't like the Tasmanian tiger where the world was really adequately large enough for the two of us. I mean, you could probably, like, just trick it. Like, honestly, if dragons were around, you'd just, like, wrap a fucking, you know, you'd put an atomic bomb in a cow. You just wait.
Alright, so here's where you choose your mon. She gives you a triangle. These are the next...
I do... I love that, like, Pokemon's just Bagsied sphere. Which it has, and I want to stress this, zero right to. Pokemon's not allowed to just go, oh yeah, no, balls are ours now. Like...
What are you feeling? What do you look like?
Alright. Just a dog, a green Triceradog, a blue bird, fire kitty, the thing that every goth girl will choose, just a regular kitty, a gecko, okay, a mime, that's just horrifying, and I don't know, that looks like one of those, like, Australian lizards that's made out of spikes.
I hate those things.
The thorny devil. It's interesting because the fucking thorns on it, like, they turn into little rivulets that run into its mouth. So if it rains on it, it just drinks, which is, like, very efficient.
It's cool.
I have eyebrows. They get in the way. All right, what's the mime cat? What does that do? Well, fuck it. You let me choose, so now you're mime cat.
A skitty.
Yep, it has an obscure sense of humor. I think we're already going to get along. No? That's pretty good. And when you say obscure, like, what do you mean obscure? Only talks about season 9 of Scrubs.
Wasn't that bad, to be honest. Just if you connect it to the other show, it was. No, I'm gonna fight it, bruh.
Yeah, it's just a fucking dragon, and I have a cat that's disappointed its parents by going into theater. This looks nice.
The fucking art style. So this is a bit different. Kind of like how Temtem had stamina, except you had to wait to build up and stuff. Different moves will have different stamina costs and your stamina meter. So it's kind of like Pokemon, every move has PP, but this has sort of an overall pool. PP is always funny.
That hurt.
Sure, it'll be fine, eh?
That didn't hurt very much. Oh, look at that. Ah, fucking, you know.
That do. Oh, you can wait? I didn't know you could do that.
Well, that was probably not the best strategy when fighting fucking a dragon. Just stand there and wait it out. It's got 500 stamina. I'm sure it's about to get tired. You got to rope-a-dope it, Aaron. No? Like, you know, yeah, at a certain point, are we running away? Is that going to work, you know? Yeah, it's okay. The statue just talked to me.
What about me? Yeah, thank you. Oh, wow. Oh, you yeeted.
I mean, like, down the hole's probably better than, like, getting eaten or set on fire or whatever fucking bullshit atomic magic that thing can manage. Oh, maybe you all are cocosexuals.
I like that.
Like, the thing is, like, how are you not a fucking Nexomon, Coco? Like, you know, I appear to own one of your species who's just wearing a mask. You know, and I'm not sure about...
That's what I love, because I don't think it's ever... No one ever addresses it or pays it, like, says anything about it.
Yeah, because at least, like, fucking, you know, what's that fantasy game everyone likes? Fucking Skyrim. At least Skyrim's like, these are the cat people. These are the lizard people. And they have, like, a status and a species and a history.
Has anyone done a mod where you can fucking catch them Pokemon style?
Skyrim. I mean, like, I'm just going to say yes, but what's that pile of fucking rocks with gems? Can you get that yet? Or do you need, like, you need a pickaxe, don't you?
Yeah.
I knew it. Alright, who are you? It's me from the future. Like that isn't that like your outfit?
I think so.
I'm gonna call it now. That's you from the future. Oh, yeah,
actually, I don't think it is, because you can change the look of you completely.
Okay. Oh, no, he's a ghost. Maybe he's a time ghost. Maybe when you're a ghost, you can just go back in time. No one thinks about that. Everyone's like, oh yeah, this is the ghost from someone who died in our past. And it's like, what if you're getting haunted by a ghost from the future?
Yeah.
You know? What if the fucking...
What if I just come back and be like, ooh, iPods? And they'll be
like imagine you wandering around someone's house in the 70s going, hey, charge my iPhone. And they're like, I don't know what that is. And then they cry. I don't know why the spirit realm, you know... Doesn't it, you know, why would it adhere to time? Why does time exist in the spirit realm? Oh, look at that little stinker down the front right there. Fucking alfalfa motherfucker. Ooh, Aaron, pick the wiggleberries. I mean, again, like, I know... You just gotta bump into Pokemon, it's just gonna happen, but like, probably just not have the Mon suffix. Probably let that one fucking... Alright. Uncoot? Feet? I was awfully happy for a fart monster.
Now, this is cool. So it actually shows you catch chance.
Oh, yeah.
And... So obviously status
probably
effects.
A result of various legal fucking actions against fucking gambling mechanics in games. Punk. It's nice that they kind of give you something to do, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe skunks are really cute, but then the problem is it's got like a fucking arse gland that can ruin your life.
Oh, boob eyes.
It does.
Did that save? It did. Excellent.
Yeah. Can't take this away from us.
Boob eyes, join your teams.
Nexomon.
Sorry. Don't take my key away. More stuff in here? What we got? Oh, look at that thing.
This is a
Ow. That thing's from them fighting herds. See, you can feed it too. See if you give it an apple. Oh. Well, fuck you.
Fuck your apple. And it kicked your fucking mime cat in the face. Like, you can see the goddamn zip on the back of the fucking mime cat too. So it's like, what's in there, you know? I mean, like, like, that should happen in Pokemon. It should turn out Mimikyu or something as, like, just a person dressed as a Pokemon. Like, because they gotta have furries in that dimension. Some of these could just be, like, Pokies. You know, people who dress up as Pokemon and then want to be, like, put in the ball and battled. No. Maybe they jerk off from the ball. We don't know. We don't ask. No, we just let that... why would you want to know? Yeah, it's 2 L's. some reason. I suppose it makes it more interesting. You know,
I didn't mean to
zests
send
it
you to
up.
storage tube llama. My bad.
That's Disney's dog.
I catch you, Doug.
I think his little pointy demon tail is like the fucking, you know. Oh, you're so slow on that one.
I don't know.
Go stop on the pills.
Pretty much.
Someone I follow on Twitter was talking about how they were on new pain pills, and they were like, you know, I spent yesterday feeling like I wasn't high, and then I went and bought a controller for my Switch, only I don't own a Switch. It's like, yes.
I'm glad it let me have the apostrophe.
All right, that's just Disney. Rubby! Why is it called Rubby?
Because Rubby wants to Rubby. Oh no, I didn't catch that one. You bastard. Oh no, I killed it. It's okay, I don't need it. Yeah, I don't want to...
See what I mean? Look at Alfalfa down the bottom right there. It's like he's a 40-year-old trapped in a 10-year-old's body and he just fucking hates it. Because he wants to, you know, get a wristy, but, like, can't find any lady pedophiles.
Fucking, he's got a... Why does the pinball wizard have a supple wrist? Why is that a good thing?
Yeah, I mean, probably if anything, you'd have, like, fucking RSI.
Yeah.
You know? Like a fucking concrete mixer wrist. I mean, really, it's more fingering. You don't need, like, fucking... It's not a wrist control. No. Trying to tilt the thing, fucking weird. That's more the hips. You get tilt with the hips, Aaron. You gotta get in there and, like, fucking, you know, you just nudge the point of it in. Like you got an itch on the underside of your balls and you're trying to, like, subtly scratch it on the edge of the fucking coin chute. In there and just nudge it. Little. Alright. I do like that the cat's pointing out scam mechanics.
Yeah, it's on a pickaxe.
I kind of want to see what the fucking limits of this are. Like, you know, if you released a game called Gacha Game for stupid cash holes, like, you know, if you had all the right fucking bells and whistles in it, I reckon you could still get the mindless fucking chuds to goddamn
100%.
running it up. It was like, and I kept getting pushback on this, which pisses me off because I know I'm right. But like, at least 2 bars I've worked out. I've wanted to add a cocktail to the menu called the stupid expensive cocktail for stupid fucking jerks. Because I just have it be wildly overpriced.
Back?
Huh?
Who's pushing you back on that? Everyone.
Yeah, the people I worked with at the Nice Bar, which I sort of understand, but also that was, you know, with most nice bars, that's the fundamental fucking, you know, basis of their business is you can charge a fucking premium. And in some cases, look, there's a reason. Like if you're gonna have cocktails made from expensive fucking booze, guess what, champ? That shit's gonna cost a fucking pretty penny.
I love how she's like, you know, you can buy stuff from me like scarce supplies just out of the city. I'm certainly not ripping you off. Like, hey.
Let's go into the house. Which I'm sure in this game is called Nexo Warts, because, you know, they're like fucking... I mean, if you're gonna rip off one thing, you may as well rip the fuck off of everything. Although I guess that fucking... I mean, this, I think, is really beyond veering into rip-off territory. I mean, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, considering. But, like...
What's a genre, really? It's just...
Yeah, but there's genre, and then there's, like... You know, there's bits that they've copied that I don't think they needed to.
Like what?
Mon.
But Mon's just it's used in so many things because it's short for monster. It's used in monster. You know, you've got Digimon. A lot of things use the word mon.
I mean, yeah, but like that was one example, and it was also something that we all called a ripoff of Pokemon. Although didn't Digimon, weren't the little actual fucking, because those little shitty fucking
Tamagotchis that battled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could like smush them together. And then, yeah.
So you had to look after them, and then you could, like, depending how you treated them, they'd evolve differently and all this sort of shit. And then you
Which
could
made
battle
them a
them.
lot more interesting than Tamagotchis.
Yeah.
Fuck, god damn you, I don't think about those, but that was fucking insane. They were keyrings with like a button, and that was it. And the keyring would like beep, and that was fucking huge.
Yeah. They were massive. Oh, the old man's making everyone leave the room and talking to me. Make no mistake, things may get a tad uncomfortable.
What's your name, mentor? Hello, my name's Mr. Teacher. Oh, goddamn, I gotta get into a classroom and do that. Because I don't think there's a rule that says that you have to tell the kids your real name. Like, because I've read the fucking rules. No? Gotta tell them if you're molesting one of the 16-year-olds. But aside from that, it's okay, apparently, which shouldn't be right.
Stealing your shit.
Hello, what's your name? Mr. Teacher. What? I don't have to tell you shit. What's your real name, though? Teachy McTeacherson. Very angry for a woman named Amelie. I think that's allowed.
She's French-Canadian.
Yeah,
which
that
somehow
explains
makes her
it, actually. It's just-
hyper-aggressive.
Yeah, no, there's just...
Two polites make...
Yeah, the French are like European and laid back, and then they got transplanted to North America and became deranged. Like when you leave your cat outside, like, too long.
My cat's not allowed outside. They're inside cats.
Mine's grandmother was like a stray. So if I don't let her out every now and again, she fucking makes my life miserable.
I do like the cat points out that that doesn't make sense.
What didn't make sense? I wasn't paying attention.
She goes, I'm going to battle you. And if I win, you're going to give me your money. The cat was like, wait, that doesn't make sense.
That's just trying to mug me with the fucking attack dog.
Not effective, bitch. Ow.
Yeah, my telepathic Hellcat's gonna fucking get you. I'm wearing a cloud for a skirt. Body. Naming things is hard.
Oi, it's mine. I'll have the same thing as me. That's illegal.
You have your own. Can you swap? Like,
You can.
you should probably at this point learn what is and isn't effective against shit, because I'm feeling like that's gonna come up.
I know.
He's hurting your mosquito.
I'm demotivated though.
Yeah.
Go, boob eyes.
All right, farting and boob eyes. I mean, he does have fart, doesn't he? He's got a rocket knight. Okay, I don't know what that is.
It says right there.
Oh, okay, it deals mineral type damage. All right, it's a skunk. You're not allowed to have a skunk character and have him not fart. So
Might learn fart. He's basic right now. He's only level 6.
Those, yeah, maybe he needs
He's about to die though.
I know you might go, fuck off. It's weird that, like, bite's not effective, you know? Like, I could understand if you were, like, fighting a rock. You can't just, you know, you can't bite rocks, it'll hurt you. Well, at least it's out of fucking stamina. What are you gonna do now, huh? Yeah, eat shit, that's what.
Boob eyes.
Easy money. No, this conversation isn't finished, young lady. Like, we're not quite done yet.
No, I don't want you. Go away. Yeah.
See, I didn't notice the little fucking Disney mouse was wearing pants. The fact that some of them wear pants and some of them don't does suggest the ones that aren't are naked. Yeah, there has to be, you know, consistency across the pantslessness of your characters. Because Goofy wears trousers.
Yeah.
Donald doesn't.
Yeah, but Donald's a free spirit. He likes to show everyone. Little Donald.
I mean, I suppose it's just like up in there with like ducks. You know, you look at a duck and it's just like someone fucking stuck an ugly head on a boat. You know? Whereas like, you know, with a dog, sometimes it's just wandering around with its hog out, which is pretty funny.
Mind control. Have some wood. That's the sad state of the affair.
Yeah.
Can't fix the fucking bridge.
Og peach.
Best of peaches. Very fuzzy. Once you peel the fuzz, you get really good.
I prefer nectarines. Peaches I find often get like quite dry or powdery, and there is nothing that fucking hurts more than a fucking powdery peach.
Yeah.
You know, it's just so bad.
Anything that's like, that's the problem with the peach is any slight of off and it's just the worst. You know, you can tank our other fruit that's slightly weird.
Yeah, because I don't think I've had a bad pineapple. Bad mango. Yeah,
I've had a bad mango. If you on the tail end just of too long,
too long, yeah. See,
they
that's
get a bit, ugh.
I haven't had too long for me.
He's provoked.
I do love that that's like just these games in a nutshell. Oh, what have you got? Oh, like some fucking, you know, midget in a cat suit. It's telepathic. What's that thing? Literally just a bug.
My bug. Yeah. Sporadic. I call him Scatman.
Yes. I mean, because it makes more sense with those things, though. Because, like, you know, you can watch those fucking rhinoceros beetles and shit fight, and they just
They're
like,
cool.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's the noises they make. Fucking. Oh, there's a fucking. Alright, I need one of those. They're OP. Because
How do you know that?
I played this game.
Ah, okay.
I've probably played it about
Things you do when I'm not around to start.
8-ish hours.
Fucking what?
Yeah.
8? 80.
8.
Oh, thank God.
8-ish. Yeah, that chicken. I also played though before the game was officially out, and the balance was a little off. They've done patches since then, and yeah, it feels a lot better. Like,
I was wrong earlier.
things that were effective and not effective. So you'd have something that would be the same level or higher, and its non-effective moves would just be hitting you for the same amount that you were doing effective moves on.
Okay.
And it just felt really bad. But it seems like they've balanced that properly now.
That's a tough one. Because on the one hand, something higher level should hurt, but yeah, the efficacy fucking issue is a tricky noodle.
Under KFC. So yeah, this is a game that is a little bit more difficult than Pokemon. Unlike Pokemon, where if you knock something out, it goes, hey, this is coming in. Would you like to switch? Even though you can turn that off in Pokemon, it doesn't do that in this at all. So if you want to switch, you got a hard switch and you will eat damage. And there's no experience share, at least from what I found early on. So
Might be an item to do it maybe later or something.
Perhaps, yeah. But early on, you got a hard level.
Let's see. Would there be like maybe sort of attacks then that do stat things that might stifle a move
100%.
around to let you fucking trade without losing health?
How do I...
Because that, like, see, I like, you need things like that because you need ways of validating and making things have a function. Like, they don't all have to be the same kind of useful. There's nothing that fucking, you know, shits me more than, you know, games like this. There's not just games like this. That ice cream's eating itself. Yummo! Excellent! Oh, that's not how the last fight I saw between a beetle and ice cream played out. Ooh. I'm eating my beetle.
Come on, Scatman.
He's down to 5 HP. Can't you catch it?
I'm in a trainer battle.
Oh, okay. Ah, suck shit. That's a lot of things at once. Ah, suck shit. Ah, critical, not effective. 2.
Yeah. So that would be doing like 9 for the balance. Which is just, why would you bother matching typing if you're just going to get, you know, smacked?
Yeah, well, see, that, you know, that's that thing again of like, you want, typing has to matter. That's a huge part of these games. Otherwise, why have, you know, more than one fucking monster? You know, we'll have this the same thing over and over again and get them really strong. Just have one guy and have him turn into fucking war.
That's what I did with the chicken on my other playthrough, because the chicken was just broken a bit against everything. I feel like that might have toned it down though. This is the first city you get to. And
choir of children singing.
The
what's this like compared to most Pokemons?
A lot more story focused, that's for sure. There's no trading or battling against other people. That's single player only.
Right.
So in that case, it focused way more on the story. There's lots of side quests and things. Those you don't really find so much in Pokemon games. The side quests are more of do something small here and something there that might connect. Pokemon games where here you'll actually get, you know, a marked side quest to do something. Apart from that, it's very similar just in the flow of top-down isometric sort of RPG. But the writing is quite good, and the difficulty is, you know, quite hard, and I enjoy that. For people who like the Pokemon sort of style of game, but have wanted something harder, which is pretty much nearly every, you know, more adult Pokemon fan, this might be for you.
What you're saying is, soon I get to see Amelie's butthole.
Yeah. Jigglypuff buttholes.
But it's a lovely butthole. Like, that's the thing.
There's a Nexomon just called Jigglypuff's butthole. Also, this is fucking... So check this out.
Yeah, get some puff hole.
Check this out.
Get out of my house. I completely judge RPGs based on whether they acknowledge that. Yeah, maybe if you were Tom Hanks, you would just allow, because I 100% believe Tom Hanks would probably just walk into houses.
He does. People
I mean,
get very upset.
Bill
I
Murray
get very
does
upset.
Well, don't you act up, handjob robot.
Salt lamps.
That's fucking why women have them. I, for ages, didn't believe that. I just thought that was like a fucking, you know, name.
What, salt lamps?
Yeah, and then you fucking actually taste one. And it's like, wow, you just have a fucking hot, bright lump of salt in your room for some reason.
I love salt lamps. Come here, Disney's dog.
I don't hate them. I just, you know, it was just it's just in that pile of like that, you know, weird shit that lots of fucking women do for some reason.
Because they saw an article pop up telling them about the healing properties that healed Jack Black. It's like, I just fucking...
His knees should be blown out. Like, as someone who's had knee problems, and I had knee problems back when I was like 70 kilos, which is unfucking fair, you know? Like, because you'll see these, like, some of these are horse-sized motherfuckers. Like, there's a pro wrestler who's, you know, as per usual, gotten onto the fucking, you know, mainline WWE and immediately been ruined. But, like, his name's Keith Lee. And he is he's a beast of a man. He's a big, chunky dude.
Yeah.
And he does flips and shit. Like, and he's not like Brock Lesnar chunky, where he's like, it's like muscle, so you can just, you understand Brock Lesnar doing a moonsault because he just threatens gravity.
Yeah.
Like, he's just a big fat guy. There's another guy to Willie Mack as well, who's just, he's got the same body as Cleveland from fucking Family Guy. But the dude will do like fucking flips and shit. And you're like, look, just, you know, at some point, aren't your knees supposed to go, nope? Or was there some level of fucking squat that no one fucking told me about? There probably was. It's probably like all these fucking special. They probably figured out fucking knee bracing exercises and shit. And now these fucking husky black gentlemen are able to goddamn do bullshit that I couldn't do back in the day because, like, you know, a fucking patella as beside us would just go,
love this.
Hell yeah. What does that do? Why are you standing there like that? Yeah. Fuck no, I got like a fucking shield. Don't look at me like that. Fuck you. Don't dramatically hand me shit then. You're all NPCs in my game, you fuckholes.
I am the main player character. Yes, give me my first assignment. Go to the meeting room. Your client is waiting.
Are there like, I mean, I'm assuming there's gyms or some equivalent thing. What the fuck? Oh, okay.
I haven't found any yet because you're like, so there's a guild and you've got to do jobs for people.
So you got to do stuff to get the people to acknowledge you.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably wouldn't take a rookie somewhere where I might get trapped under a lake.
It'll be fun.
Yeah, any situation where it's like, where are we going? Under a lake. I'd be like, okay, we have a professional under the lake person, right? Because like, oh yeah, we got this kid on his P plates. No, I'm not like, I don't, you know, I'm not feeling this fucking situation. I'm not fucking P-laking this.
So something this game also does is people you've battled over time will want to rebattle you and they level up each time.
So a little bit like fucking, you know, red or whatever the fuck, the other one, but like, or blue or the
Kind
rival
of.
trainer, but like
But all
with
the
a bit of
time.
variety, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
nice.
people, that way you can grind level up because it's obviously more effective getting experience from
So
people.
that lady
rather
you
than
beat
mobs.
earlier will be like, right, I'm back for your wallet, cunt.
Yeah, exactly.
See, I like things like that because it like, you know, again, that's creating narrative threads that can extend through the game as opposed to just, oh Christ, another goddamn battle. If it's like someone you fought before, but they're going to be different this time, you're like, oh, okay, so I'm wondering what the evolution of this structure is.
Yeah. It also
Like, is
lets
she
you
gonna
see.
throw like a leveled up
It
cat
also lets
monster
you
at me?
see other Nexomon that you might not want to level up yourself, but then you're like, oh, it evolved to this thing? Shit, I might catch that, you know? Angry fucking lady.
Because of the fucking, you know, art style, the little chibi fucking characters in the overworld here, you can only see the goggles on that girl and like a little bit of her mouth, which makes her look like some kind of monkey in goggles. Which is what I thought she was at first. You know, it was literally, words were almost out of my mouth of what the fuck is with the monkey girl? But then like the fucking little, you know, character art pops up and you're like, oh. See, like this is how jobs should work. It should just be a place that just has like tasks. And you know, it's just like, oh yeah, my kid's missing. I'm like, oh fucking, I reckon I can find a kid. And where were they last seen? And then you just go to wherever they were last seen, and you walk around until you bump into somebody, and you just torture the shit out of them until they tell you. This is just always how it is. You know, there's no fucking plot twists in most of fucking life, you know? So it's who took them? Oh yeah, well I mean really. You're just like, do you have a fucking, you know, ex-husband? Is the kid's father around? Is the kid's mum around? It's just like, yeah, it's like, oh well they're probably with them, so I'm just gonna fucking, you know. I'm gonna go to their house, kick the fucking door down, show them a picture of a badge that just says I'm allowed to do this because fuck you. And yeah, you know, problem solved. And I go back and fucking someone's like, oh, that guy solved the fucking missing kid problem. And then they start giving me harder fucking, you know, quests. And look, there we go. I've been training for this for years. Ooh. And the trick is you don't do, see people always go to like, oh, I'm gonna cut your dick off or something with torture. And it's like, you don't just fucking, you know. Like, I'm always reminded of that bit in fucking the Monty Python's Meaning of Life where like fucking, you know, John Cleese just barks at them for like, you know, how do you start foreplay? So it's, oh, rub the clit. And he's just like, you don't just go stampeding toward the clitoris. You know, you could do other things. You know? Yeah, it's like, yeah, you know, just fucking, oh, I'm gonna torture you. I'm gonna cut your testicles off. It's like, nah, okay. You know? Gotta start with a conversation about how good testicles are to build anticipation. You know, usually by the end of that conversation, people are so attached to them, they're just like, oh yeah, you don't even have to threaten. Just imply.
Fuck
Like a side boob of torture.
So yeah, shortly down here you get to the lake and you do like an ice sort of little dungeon thing, and then you have to fight.
So we are going under a lake.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's frozen over, so you go under it,
Oh, I see.
and then you
You know what? I'm pro this game because it's a full single player quest with gameplay mechanics.
and you fight you find a lady down there who has a tyrant under control, and a tyrant's like one of those dragons we saw, but smaller.
Okay, so is it
and-
the same graphic, or is it like is
No,
Tyrant like
different.
a species
It's
of
its
like
own,
the big
yeah,
one?
its
right?
own different thing. And then you find
So
out that
Tyrant's a
there's
class, basically.
Yeah, you
Okay.
find out that the tyrants are sort of drive Nexomon near them into frenzies and sort of stuff. They're the bigger ones on the hierarchy. And there's people that have them, and they're sort of the main antagonists that are going around trying to like revive the big one and stuff.
Team Rocket, but with like
essentially, yeah.
you know the Al Qaeda ability to get something actually done.
Yeah. So the game's really cool. I really recommend
Looks like Al
checking it out.
Qaeda's blasting off again.
They have a little. What animals are even over there?
Like, yeah, cats are popular over in the Middle East.
I think still have a cat. That's
And
boring.
Turkey's got a big thing for cats. Like, there's cats around.
I was just hoping there'd be a weird animal we could slot in for Meowth.
I don't know.
Pangolin.
I don't think Afghanistan has animals anymore. I think it's just like rocks and sadness. Rocks, sadness, and American bullet casings. And Russian bullet casings. And like spears from the Persian times. You should just like write that whole area off. Just like, you know what? Let's just call it.
It's done.
Yeah.
Classy is proudly sponsored completely by its fans. We thank you for your support.
It expanded somehow. I'll have you know